Hey, what's up, Bible 365? Today we're reading from Psalms chapter 17, and we're going to continue our readings to the New Testament and then the Old Testament. So, Psalm chapter 17 says, it is a prayer by David. It says, "Hear, Yahweh, my righteous plea. Give ear to my prayer that doesn't go out of deceitful lips. Let my sentence come out of your presence. Let your eyes look on equity. You have proved my heart. You have visited me in the night. You have tried me and found nothing. I have resolved that my mouth shall not disobey. As for the deeds of the men by the words of your lips, I have kept myself from the ways of the violent. My steps have held fast to your paths. My feet have not slipped." Matthew chapter 19. We're going to jump to that. And I am so sorry you could not see the words of the last one, but we'll do it on this one. Matthew 19, verse 1. When Jesus had finished these words, he departed from Galilee and came into the borders of Judea beyond the Jordan. Great multitudes followed him, and he healed them there. The Pharisees came to him, testing him and saying, "Is it lawful for a man to divorce his wife for any reason?" Why are they asking this question? Lord. He answered, "Haven't you read that he who made them from the beginning made them male and female?" And right here we have our footnote. That's from Genesis 1:27. And said, "For this cause a man shall leave his father and mother and shall be joined to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh, so that they are no more two, but one flesh. What therefore God has joined together, don't let man tear apart." Then asked him, "Why did Moses command us to give a certificate of divorce and divorce her?" He said, "Moses, because of the hardness of your hearts, allowed you to divorce your wives, but from the beginning it has not been so. I tell you that whoever divorces his wife except for sexual immorality and marries another commits adultery, and he who marries her when she is divorced commits adultery." His disciples said to him, "If this is the case of the man with his wife, it it is not expedient to marry." But he said to them, "Not all men can receive this saying, but those to whom it is given. For there are eunuchs who were born that way. For there are eunuchs who were born that way from their mother's womb, and there are eunuchs who were made eunuchs by men, and there are eunuchs who made themselves eunuchs for the kingdom of heaven's sake. He who is able to receive it, let him receive it." So right here is just good to note that Jesus, he reestablishes marriage between male and female. And he's like, man, just go back to the basis, go back to the beginning of what it was. What was it? God, put man and woman together and made them male and female to subdue the earth, to multiply and be blessed. When we are not following that pattern, we have curses. We're basically bringing curses onto our land. Getting back into this. Okay, verse 13. Then the little children were brought to him, that he should lay his hands on them and pray. And the disciples rebuked them. But Jesus said, "Allow the little children and don't forbid them to come near to me. For the kingdom of heaven belongs to ones like these." He laid his hands on them and departed from there. All right, we're back into the story of Job. We're back into the story of his suffering. Job chapter 4. There was a lot of suffering going on in the Old Testament, I'm telling you. All right. Job chapter 4, verse 1. Then Eliphaz the Temanite answered, "If someone ventures to talk with you, will you be grieved? But who can withhold himself from speaking? Behold, you have instructed many, you have strengthened the weak hands, your words have supported him who was failing, you have made the feeble knees firm. But now it has come to you, and you faint. It touches you, and you are troubled. Isn't your piety your confidence? Isn't the integrity of your ways your hope? Remember now, whoever perished beyond being innocent, or Where were the upright cut off? According to what I have seen, those who plow iniquity and sow trouble reap the same. But by the breath of God they perish. By the blast of his anger are they consumed. The roaring of the lion and the voice of the fierce lion, the teeth of the young lions are broken. The old lion perishes for lack of prey. The cubs of the lioness are scattered abroad. Now a thing was secretly brought to me. My ear received it as a whisper of it. In thoughts from the visions of the night, when deep sleep falls on men, fear came on me and trembling which made my bones shake. Then a spirit passed before my face. The hair of my flesh stood up. It stood still, but I couldn't discern its appearance. A form was before my eyes. Silence. Then I heard a voice saying, Shall a mortal be more just than God? Shall a man be more pure than his maker? Behold, he puts no trust in his servants. He charges his angels with error. How much more those who dwell in houses of clay, whose foundation is in the dust, who are crushed before the moth. Before morning and evening they are destroyed. They perish forever without any regarding it. Isn't their tent cord plucked up with them? They die, and that without wisdom. Job chapter 5. Call now, is there any who will answer you? To which of the holy ones will you turn? For resentment kills the foolish man, and jealousy kills the simple. I have seen the foolish talk taking root, but suddenly I curse his inhabitant. But suddenly I cursed his habitation. His children are far from safety. They are crushed in the gate. Neither is there any to deliver him, whose harvest the hungry eat up, and take it out of the thorns. The snare grapes for their substance. For affliction doesn't come out of the dust, neither does trouble spring out from the ground. But man is born of trouble, as the sparks fly upward. But as for me, I would seek God. I would commit my cause to God, who does great things that can't be fathomed, marvelous things without number, who gives rain on the earth and sends waters on the fields, so that he sets up on high those who are low. Those who mourn are exalted to safety. He frustrates the plans of the crafty, so that their hands can't perform their enterprise. He takes the wise in their own craftiness. The counsel of the cunning is carried headlong. They meet with darkness in the daytime and grope at noonday as in night. But he saves from the sword their mouth, even the needy from the hand of the mighty. So the poor has hope, and injustice shuts her mouth. Behold, happy is the man whom God corrects. Therefore do not despise the chastening of the Almighty, for he wounds and binds up. He injures, and his hand makes whole. He deliver you in 6 troubles. He will deliver you in 6 troubles. Yes, even 7. No evil will touch you. In famine he will redeem you from death, and war from the power of the sword. You will be hidden from the scourge of the tongue. Neither will you be afraid of destruction when it comes. You will laugh at destruction and famine. Neither will you be afraid of the animals of the earth, for you will be allied with the stones of the field. The animals of the field will be at peace with you. You will know that your tent is in peace. You will visit your fold and will miss nothing. You will know also that your offspring will be great, your offspring as the grass of the earth. You will come to your grave in full age, like a shock of grain comes in its season. Behold, we have researched it. It is so. Hear it and know it is good for you. It is for your good, and know it for your good. Job chapter 6. Then Job answered, Oh, that my anguish were weighed, and all my calamity laid in the balances. For now it would be heavier than the sand of the seas. Therefore my words have been rash. For the arrows of the Almighty are within me. My spirit drinks up their poison. The terrors of God sent themselves in array against me. Does the wild donkey bray when he has grass? Or does the ox low over his fodder? Can that which has no flavor be eaten without salt? Or is there any taste in the white of an egg? My soul refuses to touch them. They are as loathsomes they are as loathsome food to me. Oh, that I might have my request, that God will grant me the thing that I long for, even that it will please God to crush me, that he would let loose his hand and cut me off. Let it still be my consolation. Yes, let me exult in pain that doesn't spare. Exult in pain that doesn't spare, that I have not denied the words of the Holy One. What is my strength? What what is my strength that I should wait? What is my end that I should be patient? Is my strength the strength of stones? Or is my flesh of bronze? Isn't it that I have no hope in me? That wisdom is driven away from me? To him who is ready to faint, kindness should be shown from his friends, even to him who forsakes the fear of the Almighty. My brothers have dealt deceitfully as a brook, as a channel of brooks that pass away, which are black by reason of the ice, in which the snow hides itself. In the dry season they vanish. When it is hot, they are consumed out of their place. The caravans that travel beside them turn away. They go up into the waste and perish. The caravans of Timah looked. The companies of Sheba waited for them. They were distressed because they were confident. They came there and were confounded. For now, you are nothing. You see a terror and are afraid. Did I ever say, give to me, or offer a present for me from your substance, or deliver me from the adversary's hands, or redeem me from the hand of the oppressors? Teach me and I will hold my peace, cause me to understand my error. How forcibly are words uprightness. But your reproof, what does it reprove? Do you intend to reprove words? Since the speeches of one who is desperate are as wind, yes, you would even cast lots for the fatherless and make merchandise of your friend. Now therefore be pleased to look at me, for surely I will not lie to your face. Please return. For surely not lie to your face. Please return. Let there be no justice. Yes, return again. My cause is righteous. Is there injustice on my tongue? Can my taste discern mischievous things? Job chapter 7. Isn't a man forced to labor on earth? Aren't his days like the days of a hired hand? As a servant who earnestly desires the shadow, as a hireling who looks for his wages, so I am made to possess months of misery. Wearisome nights are appointed to me. When I lie down, I say, when will I rise? And the night be gone. I toss and turn until the dawning of the day. My flesh is clothed with worms and clods of dust. My skin closes up and breaks out afresh. My days are swifter than a weaver's shuttle and are spent without hope. Oh, remember that my life is a breath. My eye will no more see good. The eye of him who sees me will see me no more. Your eyes will be on me, but I will not be. As a cloud is consumed and vanishes away, so he who goes down to Sheol will come up no more. He will return no more to his house, neither will his palace know him any more. Therefore I will not keep silent. I will speak in the anguish of my spirit. I will complain in the bottomless of my bitterness of my soul, as I am of my soul. Am I a sea or a sea monster that you put a guard over me? When I say my bed will comfort me, my couch will ease my complaint. Then you scare me with dreams. They terrify me through visions, so that my soul chaos is strangling death rather than my bones. Death rather. Oops. This little thing is weird. So that my soul chooses strangling death rather than my bones. I loathe my life. I don't want to live forever. Leave me alone, for my days are but a breath. What is man that you should magnify him, that you should set your mind on him, that you should visit with him every morning and feast and test him every moment? How long will you not look away from me, nor leave me alone until I swallow down my spittle? If I have sinned, what do I do to you, you watcher of men? Why have you set me as a mark for you, so that I am burdened to myself? Why do you not pardon my disobedience and take away my iniquity? For now will I lie down in the dust. You will see me diligently, but I will not be. All right. I think that was the last chapter right there for day 27. And so just amazing to see how all this stuff is working out for Job. And then in the New Testament, Jesus is, doing stuff that is kind of leading up to his crucifixion, healing people. So calling on God's name and just staying on track with them is so important. There's a devotional part to this thing right here, but I'm just gonna read the scriptures and call it a day. All right, much love, guys. Thanks for joining Bible 365.
Hey friends, a huge thank you to all our incredible sponsors and supporters on Patreon and everywhere else. Your prayers, encouragement, and generosity means the world to us, and we couldn't do this without you. Want to be a part of the journey? Join our studio family today and help us create even more awesome content. Just head over to www.patreon.com/MikeSolo. Let's make something amazing together.